Hi all, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show some of the carboot items I got yesterday morning. I got up extremely early, I was absolutely shattered, to go to the boot sale. So without further ado, first thing I got was a copy of Seventh Son. So I paid £2 for this Blu-ray copy. One of my favourite films. Yeah, I remember it was an absolute flop. I think it was set up as like meant to have been like the next Lord of the Rings, and for whatever reason, I know it had a bad release. I think it's an absolute shame, really, because I think it's an absolutely fantastic film, and I don't think we'll get the sequel now, so that's how it goes. But I got, not off the car boot, I bought this off Amazon, a Rebel soldier. These are absolutely fantastic figures. You can take the faces off and change them. It's such a customizable figure. Absolutely brilliant. Little mask there. The other face is in the backpack, so you could have like a bearded face, covered up face. Put the goggles down. Extremely excellent figure to army build with, if you can find some of these cheap enough. One of the best Star Wars figures I think it's out at the moment that's not in the main characters. I also picked up a copy of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the movie, 2007, for £1. I didn't have a copy. I've never seen no Blu-ray version of this yet. I don't know if there is one. I'll have to look into that. But I'm happy to have a copy of the film for £1 anyway. Most of the other stuff, figures I got are turtles. So let's start that. I got this like 7-inch of Leonardo. So it's obviously from the 2003 cartoon, but I've never seen one of these before. The legs don't bend. Arms go up and down on it, but that's about it. But I've never seen and can't find much out about this range. And there's a clip on the back to hang him as well. That's different. To pay a bit more for this one, I paid £3 for that. So I got him. I found a couple of the fast forward Ninja Turtle figures, Donatello and Raphael. This is from the 2003 cartoon, but this is in the later end. Around about 2006 they changed the mould, whereas they look more like him when it got to Fast Forward, which was the last but one series, followed by Back to the Sewers. They look like this, and I go to a toy store on the car boot, the same car boot sale, and I've been going through all their figures because I had the Michelangelo off them a few weeks ago, and I found 2 more. Now, I'd say these obviously belong to the same person originally, as I found the Michelangelo in there, so you've been reunited with your brother, lads. But I couldn't find the Leonardo. Maybe they had that some time ago, as they've been selling Ninja Turtles on there for quite a few years now. And maybe somebody bought that one some time back. But I went through all the boxes and everything, and that was quite happy for me to do. You know, they got tons and tons of boxes of figures and stuff on tables. That wasn't there, so but I shan't go out of my way to try and get that one. But I'm happy to just get whatever ones I can get now. I don't necessarily go for sets now unless there was a set there, which there was in the next turtle figures I got. I got the full set of these. They wanted more money for these though. These were £5 each. Whoa, he looks like he's had too much coffee. Whoa, Ralph, what are you on? Whoa. I do know what series these are. They're called movie stars, but I don't think that these are genuine ones. I reckon these are co-fakes because of the detail in the fingers and stuff and the feet. But nice nevertheless, and I was happy to pay the money for them. 20 quid it cost me for the 4. Oh, it would have been an absolute shame to have split these guys up anyway. It's a good excuse, isn't it, for buying turtle figures? I've got to buy them more because it would be a shame to part them. They don't want to be separated. I've added my own weapons. So that's the Donatello in them. I did have one of these figures back in the 90s. I had a movie star Michelangelo. And when I had my first flat, I was out and one day and somebody decided to rob my flat. Well, a few of them decided to rob my flat, and I don't want to go too far into that, but they took everything, and the Michelangelo was one of the things that was taken. I don't have him here, but at the time I had the Michelangelo, like I just said, and I had a Splinter, but my mum really liked Splinter, and so she had the Splinter, my late mum, bless her, and that was hers for a long time. So, but when she died, I got that back. So that was never taken. So I no doubt that I'd still had that original Michelangelo now, as I do. I've got him somewhere. It's the non-flocked version, because there were two versions of the Splinter. There was a flocked version, and it's the non-flocked version that I've got. Too much coffee again. Ooh, pizza. I just love the mad expressions on these figures. I was not going to split these up. Did I pay too much at £5 a piece? Well, so that's the Michelangelo. Those are the original nunchucks. Those was in there. So those did come with him. I think he looks the least drugged up out of the 4 turtles. So that was a good morning for me. There seemed like an absolute lack of interest in all this stuff, to be honest, and I didn't see, mind you, it was early, but I'd never actually found these till actually a bit later, right about I didn't find these till about 9 or 10 o'clock, and there were kids running around, but there's absolutely no interest in them. Well, more for me, but I have noticed that they're a depletion in their turtle figures now, so they must be selling at some point. Probably go to different carboots and stuff. Just looked like a real. There were kids around who were just not interested, but maybe the turtles are going for a bit of a down period. Well, maybe that was just my perception. But anyway, I'm going to leave it at that, and appreciate anybody that watches the videos. I do this for fun. I enjoy making videos and finding like-minded people. That's pretty cool as well. So anybody that wants to leave any comments or anything, I always get back to people, because I appreciate anybody that likes my content. So I'll leave it at that. Cowabunga.